Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Bhagavatam 10th canto, 25th chapter, text 7 onwards. Shri Gopya Utyuho Akhunanta Paramidam Nam Param Vidama Shakya Pasun Vivasayotor Vayasyahi Bhaktram Brajesha Sutayo Anabenu Justam Jairva Nipatam Nipitam Anurakta Patakya Mokhyam. The coward girl said, "O friends, those eyes that see the beautiful faces of the sons of Maharananda are certainly fortunate. As these two sons entered the forest, surrounded by their friends, driving their cows before them, they hold their flutes to their mouths and glance lovingly upon the residents of Vrindavan. For those who have eyes, we think there is no greater object of vision. Akhunantang paramidam, no paramidam." So, Srila Prabhupada Maharaj's disciples in the purport say, this translation is quoted from Srila Prabhupada's Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi-Lila, 4th chapter, text 155. Sri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur has commented as follows: the gopis meant to say, "O friends, if you simply remain in the cycles of family life in this material world, what will you ever go and get to see? The Creator has granted us these eyes so let us see the most wonderful thing there is to see, Krishna." The gopis were aware that their mothers or other elder persons might hear their romantic words and disapprove, and thus they said, "Akhunantang phalam," to say Krishna, to see Krishna is the goal for all persons and not simply ourselves. In other words, the gopis indicated that since Krishna is the supreme object of love by everyone, why couldn't they also love him in spiritual ecstasy? According to the Acharyas, a different gopi spoke this, and each of the following verses through text 19. So we'll see Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur name which gopi say this. So Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says, only goal in life in the Rajagopis who being attracted by the nectar shower from Krishna's flute ran out of their houses, and whose sweet words repeated here enable us to release that nectar too. So Vishnu Chakravarti said, my only goal in life is the Vrajagopis who being attracted by the nectar shower from Krishna's flute ran out of their houses, and whose sweet words repeated here enable us to release that nectar too. The gopis mean to say, "O friend, if you simply remain in the cycles of family life," of course Prabhupada Maharaj quoted this point. So, the Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 5th chapter, text 27, Vasudeva said, "O Nanda, my son, Balaram thinks of you as if you were his father." Also, Sukadev said, Balaram offered respect to his parents Nanda and Yashoda, and they blessed him. By such statements, therefore, Balaram was commonly known as Nanda's son. Therefore, in this verse, the gopis describe Balaram, the son of Nanda Maharaj, Brajesha Sutayo. However, there is a hidden meaning in the phrase Bhaktram Brajesha Sutayo, faces of the sons of the king of Braja, Nanda Maharaj. The word Bhaktram can mean that face among the two of them which were turning back, playing the flute, and the word Ba with Nipitam also indicates seeing, touching, hearing, smelling, or tasting that face. If the alternate reading Ba is used instead of Ba, it means certainly they taste. In other words, the gopis are saying, those who give up all shyness and steadiness and to drink the nectar of that face, playing the flute among the two sons, herding cows in the forest along with their friends, have fortunate senses and not others. Therefore, we intend to say Today, let us abandon all family tradition, sign and self-control. Another gopi said, yes, let us see, touch, hear and smell Krishna, but how is it possible since we are so shy? One gopi replied, that face releases sidelong glances upon anyone who becomes lovingly attracted to him. Krishna will search you out and release the arrow of his enchanting glance. When it strikes you, you will become agitated with love, forget all your shyness, abandon your self-control. Then you will look without shyness on that face. So, Sanatana Goswami in Brihad Vaishnava Darshan says that rather I would like to speak the next verse, that is verse 8. Chuta Pravala Baraha Stavakot Parabja Malanuprukta Paridhana Vichitra Veso Madhye Bijatu Aram Pasu Paragoshyam Range Jatha Natavaro Kocha Gayamano. Dressed in a charming variety of garments upon which the garlands rest, and decorating themselves with peacock feathers, lotuses, lilies, newly grown mangoes, sprouts, and clusters of flower buds, Krishna and Balaram shine forth magnificently among the assembly of covered boys. They look just like the best of dancers appearing on a dramatic stage, and sometimes they sing. Vishwanath Thakur Saraswati Sintika says, one gopi said, but how will we deal with this disgrace? We should not go. The second gopi replied, no, we should go anyway. The first gopi said, because Krishna is with Baladev, our motive in going will not be fulfilled. The second gopi replied, therefore, while remaining concealed, we can peer through the leaves of the keepers and taste the nectar of Krishna's beauty, hear his singing and see his dancing, then we can quickly return home. That is the intention of this verse. Decorating themselves with tender mango leaf fruit, sprouts, peacock feathers and bunches of flowers in their hair, lotus buds over their ears, a play lotus in the right hand, a garland around the neck, and wearing a sewn garments colored red, yellow and black like those in an actor. Krishna and Balaram looked like the best of dancers arrayed in colorful dress. Krishna and Balaram danced along with the boys and sometimes sang. Gayamanu can also mean that Krishna and Balaram were satisfied with the singing of others who were praising them, or it can mean that Krishna and Balaram were proud of their own singing. No one in the three worlds can sing like us, who are you insignificant coward boys. So in this pastime is going on, and so many commentators are there who have given comments on this verse. So I would like to stop here with the request to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.